show where it's much more than music, it's ministry.
You are from, I want to say from, like, the guys who were doing Christian rap when you started doing Christian rap. You're like the last man standing right now, right?
I guess so.
The last man standing.
Hit the lights on the way out?
Nah, don't hit the lights on the way out.
Okay, I won't hit the lights.
Leave it on for us.
I'll turn the lights on brighter.
Leave it on.
You know, I talk about what I call the class of 2000.
Yeah.
You know, I remember when I got my first deal, there was a big land grab almost for Christian rap.
Really? So, who were some of these other guys?
Well, right around the same time, John Rubin got signed. Grits, while not getting signed, was kind of starting to come into their own. Same with T-Bone. Same with Gospel Gangsters. Got that big record deal with Gospel Centric. Uprock was formed. Sphere of Hip Hop was doing their kind of elect thing.
Yep.
So there was a lot of this sort of thing. Cross Movement was being recorded.
Were they already going?
They were out. Cross Movement came out, I think, like 96, 97, but that was their first like deal. They got a deal with 7th Street. So like there was this sort of movement in the industry that we don't know what to do with this genre, but we should all jump in on it and do something
try to
with
do something with it, right?
And most of it kind of failed coming out the gate, unfortunately. In other words, this is also when people were selling millions of records and they expected rap to translate the same in our genre, and it didn't. And then you kind of watched the wave crash, and then out of the ashes of that came the indie artist Christian rap movement, which is still, you know, that was the beginnings of it.
Now they trying to come back, though.
Absolutely.
They trying to come back and get it.
Absolutely.
Right?
All the CCM labels are all trying to sign an artist
So now
again.
it's coming full circle.
Absolutely.
Gospel labels, too.
Absolutely. And because now why? Everything they've done traditionally, everything they've done that they've known that's work has stopped working.
Yeah.
And they're looking at these guys over here in the CHH genre going, we're not even doing anything to help them.
Yeah.
And they're doing better than us.
Yeah.
Well, if we just throw some money at them, then maybe they'll do even better and we can eat off that. But unfortunately, what I'm seeing is the guys in our genre are going, you weren't there for me when I needed you. And you can't offer me anything that I can't do myself.
Right.
So peace out. God bless.
Yeah.
I'm going to go keep doing what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And I can't blame them. A lot of them have come and called me for like advice now.
Yeah.
And again, like I said, we're all going to the same internet. But the deals they offer now, I mean, they're offering what's called 360 deals. And those deals take everything off the table. And it's hard to convince an indie artist to do that anymore.
Right.
They don't need it.
Well, I always thought the weird thing with the labels when they do the 360 deals, especially they want the tour money. And I'm like, you don't even really got infrastructure to put me on tour.
Some do.
I mean, some do, but a lot don't, though.
No, most don't. Well, this is how they'll justify it. They'll say, well, we want your tour money because then we can get you tours. So it helps us. That's the way they do it. They say, oh, we want your merch money because we want to print your merch for you. You know what I mean? And so they'll say that. Some do. Some do. Some labels right now have their own infrastructure of booking agencies, major labels, their own manager, and their own merch company. So you're becoming this sort of cookie cutter.
Well, I get it. Well, here's the thing. I get it if you got that. But a lot of them don't got that, though.
No, they don't.
That's my thing. I'm like, yo, like, you just robbing me right now.
But see, you're an old school cat. You're an old head like I am. So like we've been around forever enough to know the old genre to a young kid that doesn't know any better, whose life is wrapped up in SoundClick and SoundCloud and Instagram.
Yeah.
He thinks that's worth it.
Yeah.
So I mean,
until he hears you and me talking about this.
He ain't listening to me. He's like, man, I don't listen to KJ. He's too old, or whatever. I ain't got time for that. You know what I mean? They're not paying attention. They've already clicked on, you know what I mean? Because their attention span is like 2 seconds. So that's the reality of it. I mean, we're becoming a society that is incredibly distracted, that we need something to change every 1 minute or we lose interest. And all our attention spans are getting less and less and less and less and less. So you either adapt or you get left behind. That's just
you become a fossil and a dinosaur, man.
Yeah, or you become the old head with the Tribe Called Quest T-shirt on, talk about in my day. I swore I'd never be that guy. I said I would just be a guy that hopefully would be a benefit, to those that would come up.
Yeah.
So I've never ever wanted to be.
Yeah.
Because man, revisionist history. Everyone thinks their day is better. It's never better.
Yeah.
We were complaining the same things back then too.
On the Wade Radio Show. On the Wade Radio. where it's much more than music, it's ministry.